This lesson will briefly describe what you need to do in data collection before considering using TUFMAN. You can have the best database system in the world, but if the data collection is not appropriate, then summary reports are not representative. In other words, if you put garbage in, you get garbage out. There are three phases when you need to ensure quality control systems. The first is prior to data collection, the second is during data collection, and the third is during manual checking prior to data entry. In addition, some tuna fishery data are collected by the fishing companies and their staff, while other data are collected by your own staff, for example observers, port samplers and port inspectors. Sometimes these staff are provided on a regional basis. Let's look at these two groups separately as they require slightly different quality control systems. Prior to data collection, the fishing companies must be aware of their obligations to provide accurate data. Data forms to be submitted by the companies should be covered as a condition of their license. Appropriate training and awareness material for each type of data collection should be made available to the fishing companies. Prior to data collection, fisheries staff must have been adequately trained and provided with appropriate resources to enable them to collect data. Staff should be aware of what their responsibilities are and what others in the data collection team are doing. Staff must be supplied with the latest versions of the regional standard forms and, importantly, know how to fill them in correctly. During data collection, it is important that there are established procedures for liaison with fishing companies with respect to the regular provision of data and any problems encountered. To ensure that fisheries staff are able to collect the correct data, it is critical that there is a system to ensure resources such as equipment and forms are always available. In addition, there must be mechanisms and procedures to check the quality of the data being collected and to provide feedback to relevant data collection staff. This can be achieved through briefing and debriefing sessions and spot checks as appropriate. Finally, once the data have been collected, they need to be manually checked as part of the preparation for data entry. This might include batching the data for easy reference later, carrying out manual checks for missing data, for example, missing vessel details, position information, catch information, and so on, and checking for obvious errors in the data forms. For example, catch on log sheets recorded in the wrong column, erroneous dates, incorrect totals, and so on. If these data collection and management procedures are adhered to, then the data should be ready to enter into TUFMAN. That completes this lesson.